Hi guys, welcome back to a new episode of Lessons with Gmasome. So I've realized that a lot of people ask me how were you able to get certain things done, or how were you able to attain certain positions, or how were you able to do certain things with so much ease. Because it doesn't make sense how you get some certain opportunities that was closed to so many. And today on Lessons of Gmasome, I just wanted to discuss something with you and let's see how far it takes us. So, what I do normally is very simple. I dream of it and it happens. And that's what we call manifestation. So, manifestation is more like meditation. Okay, so you have one thing in mind and you think of it for a prolonged period of time until the universe gives you what you desire. Okay, so that's the introduction to what you're going to talk about. So we are going to talk about how to manifest your dream life. Uh, it took me a while to learn how to manifest what I want in life. Okay, it took me a while, and it might not go well on your first go, but it requires constant practice or constant manifestation to achieve what you want to do. So, today I'll be telling you some of the tricks to manifest your dream life. Now, one of the most important tips for manifestation is one, to have a dream in mind. And this dream will progress over time. So, your dream can be to be the world's richest man. Okay, so that's the top bar up there. But currently, you might be in the primary school or the GSS. Okay, so how do I get to where you want to go? You look at your surroundings. What is your surrounding offering you? What are you looking for? Okay, so maybe you come from a village and most of the people in your village don't go to the grade A schools. Okay, so you tell yourself, okay, I want to go to one of the grade A schools in Ghana or around the world. Put that in your mind and work with that. Okay, so that's what you are going to do. So, first of all, you have to have a goal in mind of where you want your life to be. Okay, so that has to be in your mind. And now you create the life you want. Okay, so you want your life to be like this. It has to have this inside, it has to have that inside, it has to have that inside. If it's not there yet, you still keep on manifesting, okay, the life you want. Okay, so the first most important thing is to have that goal in mind, like it should be there. That's what you are working on for years and years to come. Okay, so I started with having that dream in mind. So I wanted to do something outside what a lot of people do. Okay, so I was just projecting what I wanted. Okay, so I project and I project and I project and I project. Okay, so that's what I did. That's the first part. Now The second part of manifesting is to have a conscious connection between your conscious self and your subconscious. Okay, there shouldn't be a battle between your conscious and your subconscious. Whatever you are manifesting in your subconscious should reflect in the way you manifest in your conscious. So it's like a fake it you make it theory. So in my mind, I project that I'm rich. So in my countenance, in my talks, in my approach, in my walks, in my dressing, I present that state of grandeur. Okay, I am trying to put myself in that situation over and over again. I remember when I was younger, what I used to do was anytime there was a mirror or anytime I'm alone, I just imagine that I was standing in front of a very huge crowd and I start talking. And I start talking about my life. I imagine myself as this highly achieved person. Then I look out to that crowd. I have a picture of the crowd that I want to speak to. Okay, so I imagine that crowd and I start to speak to them. I see I just imagine see young people sitting somewhere and I just speak to them. And we are still in that manifestation process. And now, from that manifestation process, though I didn't start right away from doing communications or doing anything communication related, my manifestations are working itself to where I am now. And now I'm on your YouTube. Okay? And this family is going to grow over time. And it's going to create opportunities for me to speak to other young people on a huge platform. Even if it might not be direct in person, I still get the opportunity to speak to a lot of huge masses all over the world. You get it? So you imagine how your life would be. You imagine how your house would be, the cars you are supposed to have, how it's supposed to look like. That's how the manifestation works. Okay? So you put in particular things inside that life. And you don't compromise on what you see. So if you imagine your house to have paintings and curtains and all those kind of things, maybe in the beginning you may be given like a house. Okay, fine, you get the house, you buy the dream chair you want. After you buy the dream chair you want, okay, maybe the curtains were supposed to be this color, you have not achieved that yet. The next time you get money, you buy that curtain that you want. The next time, okay, I want this particular table. This table is supposed to be at this side of the room. The TV is supposed to look like this, look like that, look. Then you consciously adjust these things until they fit what you want. That's that manifestation. So you put a conscious effort to make whatever life you want a possibility. You don't compromise on relationships. You don't compromise on your work and everything. Okay, so that's the first two. This is going to be very long. Okay, so the third is to go with the flow and don't resist what the universe gives you. And that was like my huge problem because I was manifesting a particular lifestyle or a particular route in which my life should pass through. But the universe put me in certain situations that placed me where I was supposed to go. But I didn't even realize it because I was so busy fighting the process. Okay, so the second one is trust nature and go with the flow. Okay, wherever the life is taking you, go with the flow. Don't resist what is coming. Okay, so maybe you apply to someone like Presec. Okay, or you wanted Presec. Maybe you choose Presec, Oga School, St. Peter's. Okay, your goal was to go to Presec, and Presec has been the goal from say day one. But you find out that it comes and for some mysterious reason or anything of that sort, maybe they take you to Accra Academy, and you ask yourself like, what am I doing in Accra Academy? Where destiny wants you to be is in Accra Academy. That's where you're going to meet the right people, and that's where you're going to learn the things that are going to get you to where you want to go into, you are going to be. Okay, so you don't resist the flow. The thing with manifestation is to know that you're on the right track in the manifestation. Anytime you do things and there's resistance, know that this ain't it. Okay, you can have opposition, and you can have people hating you at the places you might go to. That is normal. But anytime you try something and you face so much opposition and it doesn't flow as much as you want it to go, know that that's not for you, or it's not time yet. Anytime you try to explain things to people and it's not working, know that that's not the time. Okay, there are times that I try to explain certain things to people, but people don't understand it, or you yourself don't understand the process you are going through. So how do you explain it to someone? You get it? Yes, so you go with the flow and don't resist the universe. Okay, so whatever comes, you just accept it. Don't resist the flow of the universe. There will come a time that you sit down and you realize that, oh wow, like everything that happened for a purpose, and that purpose has helped me get to where I want to be right now. Fourth goal in manifestation is to trust God. I hope I don't think a lot of people were expecting me to mention the God factor, but the God factor is very necessary. Okay, the God factor is very necessary in your manifestation process. You have to trust God and believe God that whatever He's doing is for your right benefit. Okay, God is very necessary in wherever you want to go. You need God to achieve these various goals and needs. So the God factor is very important. So you don't ignore the God factor when we are manifesting. Whoever you believe in, trust that whatever He's doing is for your benefit. Okay, I had to go through so many things to get to where I am now, or to get on your screens to speak what I speak. We had to go through so much process, and all these processes are the universe's way of getting you to where you want to be, and it's an uncomfortable position to be in. If you see me and I sit on the camera and I feel so comfortable to talk to you, it's not because I've worked on the camera for a long time, but it's because of the constant manifestations and the constant practice that I've done over the couple of years that I've been doing it. Okay, over time it gets easier, where you don't have to stress yourself so much, and you don't have to be writing your dreams and goals and stuff. There was a phase of my manifestation that I had to remind myself constantly of what I wanted my life to be. So when you enter my room, you realize that I have stickers, like hundreds of stickers all over my room. Okay, so I get up in the morning, I take one, I look at it, I say to myself, after I get prepared, I write very long list. I want to be this, 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 I want to be this. Okay, every dream will come to pass. Okay, but it might not take the time you want it to come. That's why I say trust God and His timing. Everything comes in timing. Sometimes you want to have things at particular times, but that's not the right time for you. Next thing is patience and perseverance. In your process of getting to where you want to get to, please make sure that you become patient with yourself. Rushing the process will delay your manifestations longer. Be patient, be calm, don't even think about it. Just imagine it and it will flow freely. Anytime you try to force it, it won't work. Okay, so be patient with yourself, patient with how life is going and everything. Things will fall in their right places at the right time. So don't stress yourself so much and want things to fall in particular manners. Okay. Yes. So patience is very key. And whilst you are being patient, please give your best wherever you go. Like, even if you don't get the appreciation you want, or you don't stand out at that particular moment, still persevere and give your best wherever you are. Okay. I remember a saying that Maya Angelou said. He said for a while in her life, or for a moment in her life, she was very quiet. She was very quiet. And in her quietness, she observed so much. She listened a lot, she observed. Then there came a time that she had to speak. And that time she had so much to say. Okay. And there was a period in my life I observed, I endured, I went through the process. I didn't explain anything to anyone. I went through the pain, I went through the hardship, I went through all the betrayals, I went through everything. Then there came a time that I started to heal. Okay, time will heal all wounds. And there came a time that I started to heal. All the pain, all the suffering, everything went away. And now I was in a right state to speak. So I started speaking. Okay, so we started the podcast and everything. And we started discussing life stories. And most of the things I talk about are things that I have gone through or I'm still going through. But because you have an experience with how the system is, you are not so discouraged or you are not so sad about how things go. Okay, so you are not all over the place. I don't know what to do, everything, but things work out on its own. You are not so stressed because you have been in that situation over and over. Okay, and the last thing that I will encourage you to increase your manifestation is to do good. Do good to anyone that you meet, whether it's a child, it's an adult, your boss, anyone. Do good. If it's money, if you can give someone money to feed, like, be a good person. I know being a good person in today's world is like a no, like these people are going to pay me back. But even when people do you bad, still do them good. Be that good person all the time. Be that person who gives. Be that person who gives to church. Be that person who gives to orphans. Be that person who gives to anyone when there's help. But with clarity though, it's not everyone who you give money to. Sometimes some people don't need it, but to people who actually need it and who actually need help, be that good person. Give advice to people when they need them. Be there for your friends. Be there for your family. Be good to people. It makes the universe work faster for you. But if you are trying to manifest a kind of life and you are not acting as that person, because money is given to people who help. You are giving money to help others. So if you are not someone who is helpful, why should the universe trust you with so much money, or why should the universe trust you with so much potential and opportunities? Because they know that if you are giving it to the person will not make use of it. So be a good person. Be a good person. Give a lot. Give a lot. Be a servant and give a lot. Okay, and learn as much as you. Don't take everything that happens in life to be a bad issue. Me, I learn from every situation that I'm in, whether good or bad. I always find a reason or a lesson from everything that I experience in life. Any kind of situation, I understand. It may take me a while to understand it, but later on I understand it and I appreciate that moment. I I am a product of hardship. I'm a product of hard work. I've been a product of pain. I've been a product of happiness. But all that process, all that fight, all that passion, everything that I've worked has made me learn so much. You see, you get to a point where you are being underestimated all the time, but you still keep pushing. You get it? Like, it's necessary. By the time your manifestation comes, you are prepared at that time. That time you are not moved by wealth, you are not moved by, because you are prepared mentally. Most people are not prepared when they become famous. Like, some people are so overwhelmed with when things become, but when you learn how to manifest, you are not overwhelmed because you have imagined it. You have become the personality. So it fits naturally in you, and you feel more happier. Since I became a product of my manifestations, it fits naturally. Like, I don't have to adjust. There's nothing like adjust to a new kind of lifestyle, because your innate person is already expressing that. So you fit in comfortably. Like, you see it and you are not so overwhelmed by it. You live it, like you live the life. Like, you always wanted to buy things at maybe a Gucci store. Now the money is coming. You don't go to a Gucci store and you feel like, hey, I'm scared of, hey, would these people think I deserve? Like, you enter there and you own the place. That's how manifestation is. It helps you not to get so overwhelmed and do a lot of silly mistakes. You know what you want in life. You have prepared yourself mentally, emotionally, and everything towards that particular life. You are not ready to take no for an answer. You have worked it. You have done all your foundation. So there's nothing to worry yourself about. Manifestation is a very nice procedure. We manifest things in different ways. Okay, but as you manifest, you find what tailors to you more. So that's how I manifest, and I keep manifesting my dream life. I hope you guys have learned so much from today's episode. It's not our usual one, but I just felt like, let me educate you guys on some of the few things I've learned, and I hope you guys have the best of life manifesting. Okay, so we'll meet on our next episode. Please follow me on Facebook at Lessons with Gmasome, on Instagram Lessons with Gmasome, on Twitter Gmasome, and on Snapchat Gmasome. So I'll see you later.